everybody, come on down to the mat with me. We're going to be sitting down on our tush, knees with a soft bend to them, feet flat on the floor. And by feet, I mean probably your heels. Most people's toes aren't going to touch down here. Now, the extra thing we're going to need that was noted in the class is a hand towel, okay? Right now, we're going to try sitting straight up tall on kind of the uncomfortable parts of your sit bones, real vertical. We're going to hold onto this hand towel out in front of us, have our shoulders down away from our ears, and on our exhale, I want you to give this towel a pull. And inhale, release. On your exhale, pull, and feel how your arms really connect to your rib cage when you pull. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Now, release that. Give me about a 50% pull. Just a gentle tension that can feel your arms connecting to your ribs. And on your exhale, you're going to imagine there's a knob on the side of your pelvis, and you're going to tilt it so you rock back, curling back to a very capital C shape with your body, and then curl right back up. We curl it down, breathe in, and up we come. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Hold here. Now imagine I'm poking you in the belly and you're going to give me little pulses forward. 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Set the towel off to the side. We're going to use it again in a moment. But bring your hands back behind you. Pinch your scapula together and lift your chest. Find a couple of big breaths. All right, swing those arms back out in front of you, shoulders out of your ears, and then on your exhale, you're going to curl down to your C curve. Holding here, we take the arms overhead, lower them down, and sit back up. 3 more. Curl it back, capital C shape, arms up, down, and lift. Last 2. Up, down, and lift. Last 1. Curl it down, up, down, and lift. Let's grab that towel again. We're going to find a gentle pull. Rock off your sit bones, hold that C shape, and on your exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center, exhale, twist to the right. 2 more sets. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. 1 more each way. Last 1. Back to center, sit all the way up. Roll your shoulders a few times. All right, set the towel off to the side, closer to the head end of your mat, where your head's going to go in a minute. We're then going to straighten the legs out, bring them to dorsiflexion, which is tops of the feet pulling back towards your shins. You'll need to know that later. Remember, dorsiflexion. The feet are the width of the mat, arms come out in front of you, and on your exhale, you're going to hollow your belly and hang it forward and sit all the way up. We're trying to create length on the back side of your body. That means all the way down your backs of your legs and all the way up to the crown of your head. 3 more. 2. And 1. We sit up tall. Now here's the trick. You're going to rock off your sit bones and lay yourself all the way back onto your back. Once you're down here, bend your knees in, set your feet flat, and you're going to grab that towel again. Your butt's going to be nice and heavy. My ideal position is tush nice and heavy, a slightly lifted sensation in your low back, and then your ribs real heavy, and the back of your head heavy as well. Arms are up to the sky, shoulders sit down on the mat, and on your exhale, give me a pull out on this towel again. And inhale, release. Exhale, pull, and release. 4 more. 3. Last 2, and last 1. Release it. Okay, now we're going to take this towel to a half folded position and put it behind our head. Once you get here, you're going to be holding each end of this hand towel. Elbows will be bent, tush still nice and heavy, and we're going to come to a little upper body contraction. So on your exhale, I want you to come to a little curl up where you hover your head, shift your ribs, and look over your knees. and then right back down. Now, the point of the towel, one, is to support your head and neck, but also I want you to give me a gentle push back into that towel. That gentle push back of your head into the towel is going to activate a lot more up the back side of your body. 4 more. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Set it all the way down. Let the towel rest and bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to work on an articulated bridge, and every articulated bridge starts with what's called an imprint. Now, an imprint is, imagine somebody holding a knob on the side of your pelvis, and on your exhale, they turn that knob so that your pelvis tilts and your pubic bone reaches towards your nose, and your low back presses into the mat. We then inhale back to neutral, and exhale, we tilt it again, and neutralizing. So that imprint is literally the low back pressing down into the mat. 2 more. Last one. And neutral. Now let's take it all the way up to our bridge. I want you to imagine that your spine is a long string of pearls, and you're trying to pull one little pearl up at a time off of a table, okay? And when you come back down, you're setting one pearl at a time back onto the table. Big breath in. Exhale, we start with the imprint, and then continue peeling up, 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 up. Breathe in at the top. Reach your knees like they're trying to go over your toes, and peel back down. Now, if your hamstrings, the backs of your upper thighs, are screaming at you already, my suggestion, 100%, is to think inner thighs, inner thighs. Recruit them. Ask them for help. On your exhale, imprint, and come back up. Breathe in, and soften and curl down. 2 more. And down. Last one. Keep the hips up here now. Breathe. I want you to lower your tush down an inch and lift it back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 4 more. 2 and 1. Reach the knees like they're trying to go over your toes and peel it back down. Neutralize your spine at the bottom. Now, on an exhale, you're going to march your leg to what's called tabletop, which is shin parallel to the floor, thigh bone perpendicular, and then inhale it back down. Exhale the other leg up and inhale down. We're trying to stabilize the pelvis here, so make sure the tush stays nice and heavy, and you've got sort of that lifted or not very heavy sensation in your low back. 3, 2, 1. Set that foot down. Hands come back to that little hand towel that's still behind your head. Now we're going to combine a few things, okay? Tush is heavy. Exhale, come to your little curl, and right back down. 2 more. And down. Last one, curls up and holds. Push your head back into your hands. And now march one leg at a time up to tabletop. Two more. Feet down, head down. Rest that towel, arms down by your sides. Wiggle your fingers around. I know holding the towel isn't the most fun. Okay, we're going to roll onto our side now. We're going to get that hand towel out of the way. We're done with it. Your booty's going to be towards the back of the mat, and your feet are going to be towards the front. Your upper body's towards the front a bit as well, but it creates a soft V shape. Now you have 2 options. I guess it's more options than that, but my 2 main options are you're either resting with your head on your hand, you know, like you're real gossipy at a sleepover, or if that doesn't work for your shoulder, coming down to make a little arm pillow for your head. If neither of those things work for you, you're going to snag a pillow off your couch and literally put it under your head. It'll be great, okay? Top hand goes on the mat in front of you. Now, if at any point you feel really precarious and you want a little bit more support, you're going to bend this bottom knee in, and it becomes a tripod. All right, This top leg is going to hover to hip height, and then it's going to reach so much it feels like your low waist tries to lift off the floor a little bit. It probably won't, but it's a sensation, right? Now we're going to bring that top foot to dorsiflexion and kick it forward, and then point to pull it back. Kick and point. Kick and point. We're trying to stabilize the body as much as we can. I like imagining that I'm wearing a really snug vest that I just finished buttoning up and everything feels tight and in. For 3, 2, last one. Pull it back behind you. Keep it back there long and reaching, and give me little baby lifts and lowers. They're not big. I want them small enough that your pelvis doesn't rock and roll with you. 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Swing that leg in line with the bottom one. Lower it down. Bend both knees in towards you. Top hand comes to your top hip. You're going to rock that top part of your hip forward, and then using your feet as the pivot point, open that top leg and close it. Now, if you're going really big, it's probably because your hip is going with you. I want you to create a little battle in your hip socket, that the pelvis is pushing forward, the top part of the pelvis is pushing forward, and that leg is opening up at the same time. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oof. Close it up. Extend that top leg long, straight out of the hip. Keep the bottom knee bent, and take both arms up and over. Your top wrist goes into your bottom hand, and give it a pull. All right, and we're going to push ourselves up and go to the other side. Again, booty towards the back, toes towards the front. Whatever head position you had on the other side, try to do it on this side too. I'm going back for the, casual sleepover position. Top leg hovers back up, reach into it so that you feel that sort of unweighting of your low waist. Dorsiflexion in the foot, kicks forward, point to pull back. Remember that if you ever need more support here, you can bend that bottom knee in closer to your chest, and then it'll be a little tripod for you. Trying to stabilize. Finding a little bit of low abdominal connection. For 3, 2, and 1. It's back behind me now. Little lifts and lowers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it. Oh yeah. Swing that in line with the bottom leg. Bend both knees in. Top hand comes to your top hip, and then you're going to rock that top hip forward an inch or so. Not very big, but keep it there. Using your feet as the pivot point, open that top knee and close it. Open, close. This side is a much smaller range of motion than the first side. My left is just a snug side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close it up. All right, now you're going to push yourself up to a kneeling position. And by kneeling, I mean down, butt on your heels, knees bent. If this is too dramatic of a shape for your knees, put a folded towel or a pillow behind your thighs so you have a little bit less tension there. Arms come out in front of you, shoulders out of your ears. On your exhale, push your hips forward as the arms come back, and then inhale to descend. At the top, squeeze those glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now arms swing back out in front of you, solidifying from the top of your head down to your knees. No arching back, just a nice long line. Lean back and up. Lean and lift. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Up you come. Rest those arms, and that's it, folks. Thanks for playing with me.